what you saw from Dylan, solid, much better arm in person than you would think. And then Shedeur was it started rocky on that very first snap, bumbled it, and kind of threw that little floater up there, and you're like, oh, man. And then he settled in the first day, and then Saturday was excellent, and then Sunday, excellent again. And I'm talking ball not hitting the ground, dimes.
I didn't think there was
dimes.
There was not a single throw he's not incapable of making.
Oh, we
everywhere.
We watched one.
Saw everything.
You and I watched one today that was 57 yards in the air, right on stride, and no issue. And the 25-yarder was no issue. No. So I don't know. Maybe that's something he's been secretly working on, but he looked good. The pocket, like you can tell they're working on him climbing the pocket. He did a good job with that. He was really impressive. The ball placement that he is able to get on his throws. I'll tell you what, I would not want a part of him in beer pong. I'd have to feel like he'd be very good in beer pong.
Quite good at that, yeah.
He knows how to throw a ball where he wants it to be thrown. We're talking like side of the body, the height of it, all of it. Very impressive.
We were talking about Schlesinger, one of the loyal.
What you saw from Dylan.
It's limited, but did one of the two look better to you in what they were asked to do than the other?
In just throwing the ball, it's not close. Shedeur Sanders.
It's not close
not
either.
Close. No.
Wow, that's okay. Now that's news.
But when he couched up, I said, "This is rookie mini camp.
Sure.
No pads, no full speed competition. Nobody coming to knock your head off."
It's telling. They're side by side, and they're not asked to do much, but they're both asked to do the same thing. And that one of them looked discernibly better than the other. I think that I didn't know that we would get that out of this mini.
We're standing here, Jay. They're on the field. They break the huddle from team stretch and team jog, and they go both pick up the ball and throw it. It's no question.
Wow, I think that's telling. It's a stupid question because the
United States is about to see a lot more hate crime videos with South African accent.
It's limited. But did one of
That's what y'all just watched. We're gonna talk about it. Give me my theme song.
I've been broke so many times. I don't want to believe. Mama say it's my fault. It's my fault. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my. I've been broke so many.
Man, the theme song's so good, I had to let that rip for almost another minute. But at the end of the day, you can clearly see most of the experts know that Shedeur Sanders is the guy that should be here. Shedeur Sanders literally has changed the game of football for a good minute. Paying attention, I understood what they're trying to tell y'all. Look, a lot of people who don't like Shedeur don't really watch college football. All these draft experts, they don't watch college football. All these aficionados, they look at the people who remind them of their kids, the people who remind them of what they can feel comfortable with. So when Shedeur comes out the way and he throws a beautiful spiral, which they keep claiming is wobbly, but it's been wobbly for a lot of quarterbacks like Tom Brady, especially the alleged great Peyton Manning. No one has anything to say about that. But we've seen a narrative drift away and come forward with Shedeur. There's been a lot of guys who got a lot to say. I'm going to be the platform here that's going to show you the truth. A lot of guys seen the top billing in Shedeur, but the thing is, they stuck the code when it came to he makes us uncomfortable with who he is and how he exudes confidence. Same thing with his father. So if these guys come into play and they start winning on how they're winning, the way they choose to win, then they've now become bigger than the program. So no one wants them to become bigger than the program. Even if you don't think it's on the complexion issues and all that, it's definitely about this fraternity that been around for ages. They do not want to see a guy like Shedeur perform or do what he's doing. So my thing is to Zach Jackson, that is, when you heard him tell you guys, it's not even close. Look, he's not saying that Shedeur is going to be the next Tom Brady or etc. He's saying when all you pundits and you media clowns and you racial tools in the comment sections are really trying to have an argument about Dillon Gabriel for some reason being better than Shedeur, and can we just get something out the way? Look, I think men, I don't care if you're Mayo, Negrums, or anything. Let me just forget about saying Mayo, because we know when I say Mayo and Negrums, is for the step and fetch and sell out, melanated people. And Mayo is for the weird beast behavior of hatred from, my beautiful white folks. You feel me? So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So we're going to give props to all the great white men, all the great black people, all the great Hispanics and Asians who look at football and they say to themselves, man, I just want to see the best available piece we can get on our team, bro. Those are the people who I like. I never said we can't get back to being mad at each other or even allegedly fight each other. But when it comes to football, it shouldn't be about your insecurity issues, bro. So when I see men have all acknowledged that Dillon Gabriel ain't it, bro. There are dudes who don't like Shedeur who will get over themselves because they know when it comes to sports, bro, we can get back to doing our little meetings about who we hate. But when it comes to sport, I really want to see may the best man win. It's something that's in your nature. So to all the men who hate Shedeur and they just come out with flat out lies and false narratives to fit your own points, then we already know what this is, baby. There ain't nothing to be disgusted about because you are not a man. You are broken down in every single way from your father to your grandfather to your great-great-grandfathers. It doesn't have that in your lineage to be a man. So you come out the way to try to downplay what that young man Shedeur is doing. When I listen to most Mayo people and Negrump stepping fetchings, it's like your fallacies of why you hate this dude don't even make sense, bro. I could see if Shedeur was out here doing the most. That man literally barely talks. He just got his chain on. He'll do this right here. And when he does talk, it's usually from a scrub quarterback from Colorado State popping at the mouth too much. And Shedeur can't do nothing. The Colorado State quarterback can question this man's character, everything. But no, Shedeur can't tell the dude, I don't want to shake your hands. He's the bad guy now. He's the thug now. Shout out to Zach Jackson for Zach seeing the ability to know that we're men. When we see a talent, we don't care about their ethnicity. We're astonished by how great they are. That's the same way when I seen Peyton Manning. As much as jokes I do about the Manning family, it's not really towards the Manning. It's towards the people who accept their degeneracy behaviors while negating the fact of everything they did and then coming at the Sanders family. But if you're asking me as a man, would I take Tom Brady or Peyton Manning on my team? You goddamn right. Every Monday on the Tuesday. I know it don't make sense, just like it don't make sense to go against greatness. I don't go against greatness, regardless of if they like me, don't like me, their fathers or grandfathers never liked mine. If it's great, it's great, dog. And you can't deny what Shedeur is exuding out here, bro. You're seeing a lot of people who are showing you who they are and the fact that they don't watch football. Because in that room where Zach Johnson is going, it's not even close. Shedeur is above heads and shoulders of Dillon and the competition. This other guy, Jay, who used to be on ESPN and NFL Network, he's like, wow, I wouldn't even know that, because you don't watch football. You listen to hit pieces. In fact, you write hit pieces on your own self regarding Shedeur. So you make it look like this false narrative of Shedeur being this lesser than. And when people look at people lesser than based on race, based on marriage, that has nothing to do with the game of football, basketball, baseball, hockey, golf, tennis, whatever your sports floats your boat, which all of them I like. I even like NASCAR, but y'all don't understand what we do in the South. I'm a Florida boy. You goddamn right. I think I fell in love with NASCAR before any other sports. But anyways, when I get to sit back and see people evaluate guys, are they doing the true evaluation or are they going off the typical, this guy looks like my son. He looks like he could be my grandkid, my nephew. And that's what your recency biasness or your genetic biasness brings you towards. So there's a lot of people, I don't trust their evaluations on players, regardless of the player is black, white, Spanish. I don't trust their evaluations. And the same thing apply for melanated people who don't really watch football, but they watch race all day. So I'm one of them, man. I'm a thorough brother, military brother, unapologetically black man till the sun go down. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, I'm here to tell y'all to love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed.
Heart been broke so many times.